in the pre-open rates are indicating that we may be in for a gap up start, but the gap up start is perhaps no guarantee of what really lies at. So first rates will just start ticking in on your screen. I'm going to start with Bharti Airtel. It's a 4% uptick for Bharti Airtel. Vedanta is up 0.5%. ICICI Bank is bouncing back, so it's a gap up start, but will this gap up start really hold on? I think that's the big question which we will address later in the course. Then you've got Vodafone Idea, which is a 4.5%, nothing really incremental there. Let me quickly point out where is Reliance, because that for me really holds the key now. Reliance is not off to a great start, folks. 1453, 1454. So it's a very feeble start for Reliance, but Bharti, HDFC Limited, Kotak Mahindra Bank, TCS is down, Bajaj Finance is up by about 2%, and then you got IndusInd Bank, which is also bouncing back. Siemens looks like a large transaction has happened, 24% stake. That's what Bloomberg is indicating. So something's happened there. And then you've got Vedanta, which is also off to a decent start. Anything which is incrementally moving higher in net terms, let me see. Incrementally, I'm trying to figure out. Just bear with me. Well, nothing. iShare, Page, Maruti, these are some of the names which are moving higher. Again, there is nothing which could be called as a real gangbuster move. Dr. Path Lab, look, numbers are down because of lockdown, the stock's down. TCS is down 30 rupees. And then you got some uptick, some downtick, which is clearly visible in Jubilant Food, which has come tumbling down to 1544. So Aabha, yesterday's losers are coming back. Yesterday's gainers are taking it easy. Will it sustain? I mean, will this spurt in the Nifty, which has happened only because of US markets, will it sustain? Look at SGX. 8 in the morning when we started, it was up 2.5%, and as we speak today, those 2% gains have got evaporated. Aabha?
Absolutely, Nikunj. Let's just take a look perhaps at some of the other newsmakers. Bharti, as you pointed out, of course, that's the big one today. So that's definitely standing out. A few others, Torrent Power, Maha Scooters, these are all earnings. So let's just take a look and just see on some of these individual names if we are seeing any action coming in. Let's also take a look at Vedanta, of course, given all the news around it and how that's faring up and holding up in trade today. So that's the other one, of course, that we'll continue to track. And in other earnings, we've got an AstraZeneca, a GSK Pharma, a couple of these as well that will continue to be in focus in today's session. Tata Consumer, of course, also in the news with the acquisition of the 50% stake of PepsiCo in NourishCo. So that's the other newsmaker there, amongst others. But overall, of course, we've got decent breadth. Apart from Bharti, HDFC is definitely standing out in today's session. M&M Financial, the Kotak Mahindra Bank, some of these names. Bajaj Finance holding 4 ahead of earnings. Bandhan Bank's looking decent. Tata Motors also up about 2% or so. BPCL, BEL, some of the other movers so far in today's session. And Ultratech also managing to see some gains coming in so far.